So this was Saturday night. We'd had just a couple of bevies and I just thought it was quite fun to record what had actually gone on in the kitchen, including the dog who was playing Lady and the Tramp with Jamie, and I just thought I'd let it run. So I just thought I'd show you the spare room, which is room number 2, and that is where the waste tank was, which has now been removed, giving us a whole lot more storage, but obviously it won't look like that. The carpenter's got to actually put more flooring there and more flooring on this part of the room as well to match in with the other, and he's going to put some units and worktops in there to make it a lot easier for us to make it an office stroke utility room. Good morning everybody, it is Monday morning, the 12th of April, when the next layer of lockdown has just been released, and that means that Mr. Schneider has gone for the week. He's training somebody this week and he's staying away from home for work, so it's going to be very different for me on the boat this week. All the chores on my lonesome, but you know what, this girl's got it. Does anyone else find when it's windy their eyes stream? Absolutely stream. I think it runs in our family. My mum does the same thing, but it makes you very snotty. This morning we have got a friend. Yes, he's a big boy. He's lovely. And Elsa thinks she's got a playmate. 4. I once did have 4, but not anymore. Too many as it is. 3 are too many really. So this little chap, this husky, looks like he wants to be with us for the whole walk. His owner's finding it very difficult for him to go with him. So I've given him some space to walk ahead, but he's intent on staying with us. He's a lovely boy though. Got no airs and graces. Just a sweetheart, really. Very playful. Apparently he's only 3. He's a lovely boy. Don't think I'm going to get much filming done today with him around. Anyway, that can wait. As long as the dogs are having a good time, it doesn't matter. So it's a pretty chilly day. A bit overcast, as you can see the clouds behind me. And hopefully this week it's going to go turn warmer. Fingers crossed. Tomorrow we have James coming to start on the second room. He'll be putting the flooring down and then starting to build shelving and cabinets on the walls so that we've got some more storage space in the boat. And the other piece of news is I weighed myself this morning, which was not a pretty sight. I need to lose a stone. That's pretty much how much I put on. And to celebrate the event, I cleaned and polished the glass scales to celebrate the occasion. So this week, particularly when Jamie's away, because he cannot lose weight when Jamie is about, because he's got no sense of stop. So this week I'm on it like a car bonnet, and hopefully by the end of the week I'll be able to give you an update on how much I've lost. I can't tell you how much it is, how much I am on the scales. It is too depressing. However, it won't be there for long. Mark my words. He stayed with us the whole walk. He's a lovely boy. And his owner's in red in the distance. Elsa quite likes it, but he's quite a big boy, so she's a little bit worried. So how do I feel with just being on my own for the week? I'm not sure yet. It's quite strange, but perfectly capable of managing the chores on the boat. So it will be quite different, because Jamie's been working from home now for months and months, ever since we got on the boat anyway. So it'll be quite a new experience for me with him not being around, but I'm sure everything will be fine. A little bit of sun trying to poke through those grey clouds. Fingers crossed it'll win the battle. We're just on our way back to the car, and that's today's walk done. Can you see that? That's quite a rare sight at such a close range. This is the opposite side of the canal, and we have a little deer walking the other side of the trees. This is the furthest zoom I can get on this camera, but you don't often see that. I was just sat in the car and wondered what on earth that was opposite. Just about to go on a doggy walk. There we are. My goodness, I'm having to squint because it is so bright. The sun has poked out from behind the clouds, which is slightly different to what it was this morning. This has been the first half day without my amour being by my side, but it's been all right. I've been busy with personal care at home, and this afternoon I'm going to fill up with water and do a few orders on my website. So it's all been busy, but all is well. We're coping. The other thing is, today I have just picked up my Mindful Chef delivery course, they don't, HelloFresh don't cater for just one person. So Mindful Chef is the only person who actually caters for single people. And of course, this week I am single. So I will give you a rundown of what I think of Mindful Chef. But apart from being more expensive, we were very pleased with HelloFresh, and we'll be going back to them next week. But Mindful Chef just for this week, to give it a go. So it's Monday evening. It's very quiet on this boat with no husband. We've got some very sleepy dogs. I'll just show them to you. Elsa Pup. And these two, for some reason, Mia's decided she likes that little corner, my little scaredy cat. We've started her on some anti-stress tablets, excuse you. And Rafi is right under there as well. But they seem to like it under there. I think it must be safety. So this evening I've had a Mindful Chef dinner, which I'll pop a photograph of what I created. It's much easier to cater for one, and you haven't got leftovers and bits and pieces that you've got to store in your already very small boat. So I thought I'd get one of these, or we discussed at the weekend to get one of these coat hook things. But when I actually got it out, I realised that you actually had to attach the coat hooks as well as the two screw holes onto the wall. I was actually going to put it up, but then I thought, you know what, I know my capabilities. So I will probably have to wait until hubby comes back at the weekend. I probably could do it, to be honest, but I might make a hash of it, which wouldn't be good. Thought I'd show you a bit of evening sky on the marina. Again, we have such a lovely view here of the sunset. As I said before, I've got to put a time lapse on and try and catch it. But it's really gorgeous. Chilly, but gorgeous. The dogs have just nipped out to make the most of a quick wee stop. The other thing I wanted to show you is what I want to do with the boat, or what we want to do with the boat. I absolutely hate that orange top, and I don't much like the grey sides either. So the plan is we're going to get the sides and the top, so it's all going to be one block colour white, with a black portobello on the side, down to the gunnels, and then just black hull, which we're still waiting to hear back from Symington as to when they can fit us in. So we've been on the boat since January. We are now April, so that's January, February, March, April. That's 3 months. And my views so far are absolutely wonderful. We love every minute of it. The only thing that I would say is a slight ball ache is the service side of it, which is that you do have to keep filling the water up. You do have to keep emptying your waste. You do, even with a compost loo, which is marvellous and doesn't smell at all, you've got to empty that. And obviously you've got to be mindful of what you put on in the boat, electric wise, etc. But we are still very protected in a marina, and we're very aware of that. And once we get out onto the cut, it will be a whole different story, but it's really what we want to do. So the whole plan of this is to get the boat ready so that we can actually go out and live on the canal, which is what we want to do. So just remains for me to say the light is fading, and I'm just about to watch a spot of telly, and hope your week is good, and I'll catch you soon.